Money is a necessary tool for modern economies. It facilitates global transactions, allows for the efficient exchange of goods and services, and connects the entire world in a network of trade and value. From local grocery stores to international markets, money enables the smooth operation of daily life and long-term economic planning. However, like any tool, money can be used for both good and evil. It can be harnessed to build infrastructure, fund education, and provide healthcare. Or it can be manipulated to entrench inequality, concentrate power, and deny people the basics they need to live. At present, money is increasingly being used to enslave rather than empower. Wealth is hoarded by a shrinking minority, wages stagnate, and essential services are treated as luxuries. The financial system is rigged to benefit corporations and the elite, leaving most people stuck in a cycle of debt, stress, and economic uncertainty. But it doesn't have to be this way. Money, at its core, is a human invention governed by rules, belief, and authority. That means it can be redesigned, reclaimed, reimagined. This paper explores how we can use money to set us free. By understanding the systems that currently control it, and by imagining new systems that prioritize people over profit, we can create an economy where wealth is shared, opportunity is universal, and dignity is guaranteed. Let's begin the journey toward economic liberation. Money is not inherently scarce. It is a tool backed by government authority and public trust. It functions as a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. However, inflation, when the purchasing power of money decreases, has often been misunderstood. It's not money printing alone that causes inflation, but the overproduction of money, often driven by mismanagement and corruption. Governments and banks shape the financial ecosystem. Government spending and fractional reserve banking create money, but often in ways that benefit corporations more than citizens. Banks operate under fiduciary duty to maximize shareholder profit, not serve public needs. As a result, essential services and fair income distributions suffer. The value of currency is based not on intrinsic worth, but on legal authority. Governments declare what constitutes legal tender, and we accept it because we trust that others will too. This authority can be used to build an economy that prioritizes people, but only if we demand it. For a society to enjoy true economic freedom, cash must remain a permanent feature of the economy. Cash provides individuals with autonomy and privacy in their transactions. It allows people to make purchases and exchange value without needing to rely on banks, digital infrastructure, or third-party approval. In times of crisis, digital outages, or natural disasters, cash remains a reliable and immediate means of exchange. Beyond its practical uses, cash is a symbol of decentralization, a safeguard against surveillance and control. As digital currencies become more prevalent, there is a growing risk that every transaction could be monitored, limited, or even reversed by governing authorities or corporations. A cashless society puts too much power in the hands of those who control the digital systems. Cash also plays a key role in financial inclusion. Not everyone has access to smartphones, internet connectivity, or digital literacy. Cash ensures that vulnerable populations such as the elderly, the homeless, and the unbanked can still participate in the economy. Preserving the use of cash protects individual freedoms, ensures resilience during system failures, and maintains consumer choice in how value is stored and exchanged. In a truly free economy, people must have options, and cash is the foundation of those options. Digital and cryptocurrencies lack government backing and legal status. Without regulation, consumer protections, or guarantees, they cannot function as reliable currencies. Volatility, security risks, and inequality in distribution limit their utility. Because the system is built on authority, it can be changed. Money, like any tool, depends on who controls it. If controlled democratically, it can serve the public good. Reforming the monetary system means realigning it with human needs. Trickle-down economics suggests that wealth concentrated at the top will eventually benefit the broader population. However, decades of implementation show limited effectiveness. Wealth tends to stay concentrated, while wages and quality of life stagnate for most. Australia's welfare system creates disincentives to work. Once individuals accept support, returning to employment risks losing benefits, creating a trap. Future policies may tie welfare to carbon scores, health records, or age, further complicating access. Automation, robotics, and AI displace jobs even as they create new ones. However, income from emerging sectors is not evenly distributed, leaving many behind. UBI provides a safety net to navigate technological shifts. Older workers face significant barriers due to outdated age biases. As longevity increases, policies must ensure fair opportunities and protections for aging populations. The World Economic Forum has proposed implementing universal basic income alongside digital currencies. While these tools could stabilize economies, they also raise concerns over surveillance, control, and loss of financial autonomy. Critics argue universal basic income will create laziness. But why is rest a moral failure? UBI allows people to live without fear, choose work that aligns with their values, and demand better treatment. It empowers, not weakens, society. Managed properly, money creation does not cause harmful inflation. A UBI system with limits and oversight could maintain economic stability. Corruption, not money creation itself, is the true inflationary threat. Gold-backed currencies are restrictive, promote deflation, and disadvantage nations without resources. Barter systems lack scalability, standard value, and efficiency, especially in digital economies. Tax can be deflationary and inefficient if misused. Alternative funding, such as proportional money creation, could cover essential government services while maintaining stable inflation. Privately run banks prioritize profit over service. A nationalized system could prioritize people, ensure equal access to credit, and regulate fractional banking to avoid inflation. A true universal basic income, UBI, must be unrestricted to uphold the principles of fairness, freedom, and dignity. Restrictions and conditions undermine its purpose and create new forms of inequality and control. Key features of an unrestricted UBI include 1. No income test. Everyone receives it regardless of their earnings. This avoids disincentivizing work and eliminates the stigma associated with welfare. 2. No carbon credits. Access to UBI should not be conditional on environmental behavior. Tying income to personal carbon use introduces unnecessary surveillance and complexity. 3. No legal status requirement. UBI should be a human right, not a privilege determined by legal residency or citizenship. 4. No geographic restrictions. People should be free to use their income anywhere, encouraging freedom of movement and economic participation at all levels. 5. No purchasing limits. Individuals should retain full autonomy over how they spend their income, without paternalistic controls or limits. An unrestricted UBI puts trust back into the hands of the people. It eliminates red tape, empowers everyone equally, and protects against coercive systems that seek to limit freedom through conditional access to basic needs. In short, an unconditional UBI is not just about income. It's about freedom, equality, and empowerment. UBI promotes economic stability, personal freedom, and resilience. It allows people to retire when they choose, weather economic disruptions, escape toxic work environments, and invest in education, family, and innovation. To transition, we must educate the public, elect non-corrupt leaders, pilot regional trials, and phase in UBI alongside reforms to banking and money creation. Because money is based on belief and authority, we can create a system that works for everyone. We must choose to change it together. The path to a better world begins with awareness. Share this white paper and the video series with friends and family. Ask questions, demand better. The future of money should be democratic, fair, and empowering. Let's choose to build a system that serves